The city of Leonia refashions itself every day. Every morning the people wait between fresh sheets washed with just unwrapped cake of soap, where brand new clothing take from latest model refrigerator, still an open tin, listening to the last minute jingles from the most up-to-date radio. On sidewalks encased in spotless plastic bags, the remains of yesterday's Leonia await the garbage truck. Narrowly squeezed tubes of toothpaste, blown out light bulbs, newspapers, containers, wrappings, but also boilers, encyclopedias, pianos, porcelain, dinner services. It's not much by the things that each day are manufactured, sold, bought, that you can measure Leonia's opulence, but rather by the things that each day are thrown out to make room for the new. So you begin to wonder if Leonia's true passion is really, as they say, the enjoyment of new and different things, and not instead the joys of expelling, discarding, cleansing itself of a recurrent impurity. The fact is, the street cleaners are welcomed as angels, and their task of removing the residue of yesterday's existence is surrounded by a respectful silence, like a ritual that inspires devotion, perhaps only because once things have been cast off, nobody wants to have to think about them further. Nobody wonders where each day they carry their load of refuse. Outside the city, surely, but each year the city expands, and the street cleaners have to fall farther back. The bulk of the outflow increases, and the piles rise higher, becoming stratified, extend over a wider parameter. Besides, the more Leonia's talent for making new materials exist, the more the rubbish improves in quality. Resist time, the elements, fermentations, combustion. A fortress of indestructible leftovers surrounds Leonia, dominating it on every side like a chain of mountains. This is the result. The more Leonia expels guts, the more it accumulates them. The scale cast or soldered into a cuirass that cannot be removed. As the city renewed each day, it preserved all of itself in its only definitive form. Yesterday's sweepings piled up on the sweepings of the day before yesterday, and all of its days and years and decades. Leonia's rubbish little by little would invade the world if from behind the final crest of its boundless rubbish heaps the street cleaners of other cities were not pressing, also pushing mountains of refuge in front of them. Perhaps the whole world beyond Leonia's boundaries is covered by craters of rubbish, each surrounding a metropolis in constant eruption. The boundaries between the alien, hostile cities are infected ramparts where the detritus of both support each other, overlap, mingle. The greater its height grows, the more danger of a landslide looms. A tin can, an old tire, an unravelled wine flask, if it rolls towards Leonia, is enough to bring with it an avalanche of unmated shoes, calendars of bygone years, withered flowers, submerging the city in its own past, which if it had tried in vain to reject, mingling with the past of the neighboring cities, finally clean. A cataclysm will flatten the sordid mountain range, cancelling every trace of the metropolis, always dressed in new clothes. In the nearby cities they're already waiting with bulldozers to flatten this terrain, to push into new territory, expand and drive the new street clean.